Welcome everyone. Welcome to Purple and Rose Tarot and Astrology. Tonight we're doing music and tarot. Happy 11/11 portal. As we are multi-streaming, so we are live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, all at the same time. Come in, get comfortable, guys. We're going to be offering some free and paid mini readings tonight. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the current energies. And then I am going to read a small reading for the collective before we get started with the mini readings. Vanessa joining us on Facebook. All right, looks like we're live on YouTube, Facebook. Let me check Twitch. Divine timing, welcome. Let me know, ladies, how's the sound? Music too loud? All right, we are live on Twitch. That's 3 for 3. That's pretty good with Mercury retrograde. Sherry, welcome. Perfect. Thank you, Vanessa. All right, I'm just getting my cards ready while everybody's coming in. Ooh, they're flying tonight. Happy 11/11 portal. And tonight I pulled out magical times because, you know, that's what it is. And the magic mushrooms tarot, that's what we're going to use tonight. Divine timing. Did you get your members only notification? We gifted out some members only a couple of lives back. I want to say yours got picked. All right, so while everybody's coming in, I'm getting my cards ready. Let's talk about the current energies. I found the perfect, current event or current news story to perfectly explain the planet placements that we're experiencing at this time. I posted about it over on YouTube and Facebook. Did you guys get a chance to see that? You're so welcome. Thank you, Divine Timing. Have you guys heard about the lady over on TikTok that went viral for calling all those churches and pretending like she needed baby formula for her hungry infant baby? Have you guys heard about that yet? It's getting pretty crazy over there, especially on TikTok. I mean, it's really going viral on all platforms because everybody's sharing it. But I thought that was like the perfect story to explain the astrology that's happening right now. It's a lot of Pluto and Aquarius energy, right? Venus and the Sun, it's Scorpio. It's giving that energy of like things coming to the surface, hidden things being seen, a light shining on secret, that type of energy with Venus in Scorpio. I feel like we can give most credit to Pluto and Aquarius, so I'm finding it really interesting. People that are getting upset about it, like that's what an odd thing to be upset about. The truth coming to light. Um, let's see what else. Oh, the Mamdani guy, the New York mayor, the New York mayor. That news was pretty cool. Um, I don't know. I know. I'm just not a fan of politics, right? Like for me, they just all suck. I don't know. I don't know how else to say that. But it definitely shows like a shift, I guess. Oh, and here's my favorite one since the last time we talked. Colorado, Colorado, the first state to start taxing the wealthy in order to, they passed an actual bill to tax the wealthy in order to offer free lunches in Colorado schools. I believe that's going to be the first of many, 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 many that we're going to see. So I bring all these energies up because I feel like I've been doing some one-on-ones, right? We've had some more time um, now that we can have this open live schedule. And I feel like we've been talking about how heavy everybody's feeling or how heavy the energy is being. I was trying to get everybody excited for 11/11, and I feel like a lot of us are tired, right? There's a tired of a word that kept coming up in our one time. So here's what I want to say. The lady on TikTok that's, becoming famous because she's calling the churches and showing the world, things that we probably already knew, but needed to, I don't know, have a spotlight on it, right? The Mom Donnie guy in New York, regardless of what side of politics you are, it's more about for the people, right? That's going to be Pluto and Aquarius. That's why Pluto and Aquarius is needed, right? And then Colorado beginning to tax the wealthier so that they can provide for the poor. Again, I feel like it's one of the first states that we're going to see doing this. So I want to point all those out because is the energy heavy right now? Does it feel intense? Does it feel like we're building up to something that's probably going to be pretty profound and probably challenging and hard to understand? Well, yes, of course. But is it possible that the outcome is something positive? Like, why does it have to be all doomsday? Or why does it have to be like all bad? Is it possible that all the tough things we went through in 2025 were needed so that we could rebuild the foundation in a much better way? I think that's what 2025 has been all about. 11/11 is a powerful date, but it's a powerful date every single year. I want you to keep the current energies in mind as we go over the 11/11 information, because I want to point out that we're in the current 9 year. So I don't know if you guys know what that means, but 2025 is a 9 year, which means we're wrapping things up, we're bringing things to conclusions. So my personal belief with this particular 11/11 portal is that today, 11/11, is an opportunity for us to manifest some type of conclusion, things coming to an end, wrapping things up that we're ready to be finished with. Next year, 2026, that's a 1 year cycle. That's when we start the cycle all over again. So next year's 11/11 portal, you're going to be manifesting completely new energies, right? Things you've never experienced before. But I do believe that this particular 11/11 portal that we're experiencing right now, 2025, is going to be things coming to a conclusion, wrapping things up once and for all. So if you're experiencing a lot of endings or a lot of aha moments, or you're seeing the spotlight being shown on a lot of things that maybe you try to sweep under the rug, understand that all this energy has to be cleared out so that when 2026 comes in, it's all numerology, right? So when 2026 comes in, that's a 1 year, and we're starting the cycle over. Erica, welcome. All right, I feel my throat getting like a little scratchy. We haven't even started. I have so much stuff I want to talk to you about when it comes to the 11 stuff. Let me know, ladies. How's it sound? Not too bad. The music's not driving crazy. It's not too loud. I just picked this one. It's called Feeling Good, Nina Simone. You guys know who Nina Simone is? Song request in the chat so we can add it to our music and tarot playlist. All right, so let's break down 1111 so we can figure out like what it all means and what we're doing with the energy, right? So 1111 is a portal considered a very powerful energetic gateway. It is very much this opening energy with all the ones, right? It's seen as a time that's got heightened spiritual energy. This is accelerated manifestations. It's definitely very potent opportunity for awakening and alignment. Think of it kind of like the cosmic door opens and it's allowing for a clear, stronger connection between your physical reality and your higher spiritual dimension, like your higher self, your spirit guides, or just the universe itself. Pink Floyd, I love it. All right, so to understand the 1111 portal, the best way to do this is break it down by the numbers. So if you look at the number one first to start out in numerology, the number one is again new beginnings. It's creation, independence, it's raw potential. It represents a spark that starts everything. It's the self. It's taking the first step, right? So that's the number one. You also have the master number 11. Have mercy. The master number 11 is known as an illuminator, right? So shining the spotlight on, right? Like we just were talking about. It's also known as the spiritual messenger. So it carries highly intuitive and mystical vibration. It's associated with your spiritual awakening, intuition and insight, inspiration, idealism, and of course, the gateway. The number 11 itself is often seen as a doorway or a bridge between the material and the spiritual world. When you put them together, 1111, as in the date that we're experiencing today, it becomes even more powerful because the energy becomes amplified. It's like a double gateway, and it's creating a very powerful vortex of energy for manifestation, spiritual downloads, and conscious evolution. So that is what 1111 represents. That's why the date is so powerful, and that's why so many people see it as a um, portal date, right? All right. So again, portals don't like it isn't just on one day. So I know today is 11/11. I did send the moderators a ritual yesterday. We're actually going to talk about it um, here at the end, but only because, Vanessa, our Facebook moderator, and Vanessa, if it's slow over there, you can come join us. Erica, too, you can join us over on YouTube. But she was telling me like she's in New Zealand, so it's already 11:11 for her. So I sent out the ritual to my mod team so that they could have it just a little bit early. But I want everybody to understand that the days of portals, when things like when we're looking at numerology and days of 11:11 and portal dates, the energy is active before, during, and after. You have like a build up, you have like a peak period, and then you have the after, right? So the beginning of November would have been the build up to 11:11, right? So the first 3 to 10, the energy is building up. You're probably experiencing a lot of like synchronicities, seeing 11:11 a lot, 333s, 222s, all the things, right? You're probably also having like heightened intuition as it builds up. Vivid dreams has been really big in our one-on-ones. Everyone's talking to me about your dreams. And the interesting part is that you guys are remembering your dreams, especially for those of us that don't normally remember our dreams. I mean, that's pretty significant, right? And it is building up to the peak, which is the 10th through the 12th. And of course, the 11th is going to be, the highest or the strongest influence day of all, right? Because it's the actual 11/11 date. But then you have integration. So that's going to be late November. So after the peak dates, you're going to have time to start to integrate all of this energy. It doesn't just go away. It doesn't just like shut off because it's the 12th or it's the 13th, right? Now you're going to start to integrate all the insights, the shifts, the manifestations that you initiated during the peak. Does that make sense? All right, so here's some common experiences and sensations. Again, the heightened synchronicity, seeing 1111 often on clocks, license plates, receipts more frequently. It's again often interpreted as a sign of alignment, a link from the universe per se. Your dreams are going to be more intuitive, more heightened. Downloads could be, again, more heightened. You could be receiving clearer messages. You could experience emotional intensity, unexplained mood swings, feeling overly sensitive. Pay attention to that. The overly sensitive is going to be big, especially with this 11/11 portal. Because remember what I said at the beginning, we're experiencing a 9 here, so this is a closure. This is a closure. So a lot of what you're manifesting with this particular 11/11 portal could definitely have some heightened emotional sensitivity. You could be releasing a lot of old emotional baggage. Physical symptoms as well, like feeling tired or lethargic. I know I've been experiencing this. Buzzing sensations, headaches, changes in your sleep patterns. I've also had disruption in my sleep. Start correlating. If you guys don't pay attention to the Schumann resonance, really start correlating. I'll get some English out in a moment. The Schumann resonance with your sleep patterns. Spirit started pointing that out to me. Like I'm waking up at certain times, it's peaking at certain times. That's not a coincidence, y'all. And we're all doing it. So it's like just pay attention to the Schumann, the weird, unexplainable peaks that we're experiencing, we've never experienced before, and how that's affecting the times that you're waking up in the middle of the night. Pay attention to how long they last. Pay attention to how long you're staying awake in the middle of the night, right? All right, you could also be feeling a strong pull for change, a deep, undeniable feeling that it's time to start a new chapter. You're leaving old situations that no longer serve you, and you're finally pursuing your long held dreams. So, again, a lot of emotion involved with this 11/11 portal. All right, so here's how you're going to work with the powerful energy. Set intentions. That's going to be the absolute most important practice you can do. Understand that the energy is about new beginnings. It's very ripe for planting seeds. You want to be clear and specific about what it is that you want to call into your life. Writing them down in your journals could be so powerful with this particular portal. Meditating and connecting is going to be important as well. So spend time in silence. This is going to help you connect with your higher frequency energy. It's also going to help you like when you're more receptive when you're in silence. So that's when you're going to be able to receive more downloads from your higher self as well. Ask for guidance when you're in those meditative states. Practice gratitude. This always is helpful. It helps to raise your vibration by focusing on what you're already thankful for. And of course, everybody knows that a high vibration will attract more positive experiences, right? And of course, along with everything else, you're going to be doing some releasing and letting go. But again, potential and nine, powerful in the year cycle here. So a lot of closure happening with this 11/11 portal. What can't come with you, like what's not allowed to go with you forward, doesn't matter how hard you've been clinching. Doesn't matter how long you've been resisting. Doesn't matter how long you've been, scraping the ground, trying to take it with you. It will be removed. Again, this is a 9 year cycle. It just can't go with you where you're headed in your spiritual journey, right? Working with crystals can be really helpful at this time. I'm going to give you a few crystals that I found in my research. Clear quartz, this is for amplification and clarity. Clarity is really important right now. I mean, I can't express that enough. Discernment, clarity, integration of what you learned about using your discernment at this time. Super powerful. We are having this 11:11 portal in the midst of a Mercury retrograde. All right, so labradorite, because I always say that wrong, for enhancing your intuition and connecting with magic. Amethyst for spiritual connection and calming your mind. I've started to use it to calm my mind. Citrine for manifesting abundance and joy. Guys, have you ever created a vision board? This is the perfect time to do such a thing. This is inspired energy that will visually map out your dreams and goals for you in the next chapter of your life. Vision boards are fun to do, very creative. If you haven't tried it, this is the time to do it. 11:11 portal. All right, here's my word of caution with all of this. What you'll hear a lot of people tell you not to manifest during retrograde. That's ridiculous. Don't listen to such nonsense. Follow your own gut, your own intuition, and your own pulls, right? Like your heart is pulling you right now to do certain things. Follow that. Grounding is probably going to be more important than anything else you're going to hear people tell you with this very potent energy that we're experiencing. Remember that grounding is not just about going out and touching the grass or putting your feet on the ground, but this is one of those times that that particular practice could be very helpful. You are going to integrate, you're going to start to use the things that you've been learning since the beginning of 2025 all the way until November 11th today, and you're going to start putting them into your everyday practices. A lot of that is going to have to do with releasing old belief systems, again, that can no longer go with you. That's why grounding is going to be so important. When we have to change, nobody likes change, period, right? When we have to change anything, it's emotional. But when we have to change something that we've believed for a long period of time, you're grieving. You're grieving an old you, an old system, an old cycle, old chapter, an old book. It has to be completely released and let go. So do things like practice deep breathing. Take salt baths. Those are extremely helpful. And limit your exposure to things like stressful news or chaotic environments. Pay attention to how your body reacts in moments or areas where you find yourself surrounded by large groups of people. Pay attention to that energy. All right, so here's wrapping it up. The 11:11, a very spiritual, significant time, a very powerful portal that represents a gateway for manifestation, awakening, and new beginnings. It is an invitation for the universe, from the universe, for you to align with your highest path. So set powerful intentions and consciously participate in creating your reality. All right, that's what I have for 11:11. I hope it's helpful. Let me grab a drink of water, and then I'm going to go over a very quick, simple, I think it's only like 5 or 6 step ritual that you can practice tonight during this 11:11 energy. Sherry says today was weird for me. Explain. Tell me more. What does that mean? Every day is weird for me ever since my awakening. What are you talking about? Guys, look on your screen. That's the free 11:11 portal reading that I'm offering tonight. We do have a special energy exchange. 11 cards to manifest for 11:11, of course. Sherry purchased hers before we got started. So she's first on my list tonight, guys. All right. I do have I have my pen and paper out. I feel Diana may not be with us tonight, so I did try to come as prepared as possible. But we do have Sherry. We have Vanessa over on Facebook. Have we seen Sandra? I see Jenna. I see Sandra. All right, guys. Real quick ritual. Ready? Here's what you're going to need. The first thing you're going to need is a quiet space where you won't be interrupted. A pen and a pencil, or a pencil. A pen or a pencil. Two pieces of paper. That's very important. Two pieces of paper. A lighter or matches, and a fire safe bowl or a sink. If the fire isn't an option, guys, like if for safety reasons you can't start a fire, use a bowl of water to dissolve the paper, or you can simply just tear the paper symbolically. I see you guys. Okay, optional, a candle, crystals, and incense. That just helps me set the mood. All right, so again, very simple 1111 manifestation ritual. It's going to wrap up everything we just got done talking about in like 5 or 6 steps. All right, so the first step, you want to prepare your space and set your intentions. I want you to take like 5 minutes doing this. So don't just like light a candle and be like, oh, I'm ready to go. So find a quiet moment, light a candle and some incense if you have it. Take a few deep breaths. It's going to help you strengthen yourself. State your intention out loud or in your mind. You can say something like, I now connect with the powerful energy of the 1111 portal, and I open myself to release what no longer serves me and to welcome my highest good. All right, that's step one. Step two is the release and let go. So on the first piece of paper, remember you have two pieces of paper. Take your first piece of paper and at the top write, I now release. And then below this, list everything that you're ready to let go of. Be really honest and don't hold back. This can include things like your fears, fear of failure, fear of being judged. That's so big for me. Limited beliefs, of course, like you're not good enough, money scares, write all that down. Old habits like procrastination, self doubt, situations or relationships that are draining your energy, and take your time. So when you're finished, hold the paper and feel the weight of those things that you wrote down. Safely light the paper on fire and drop it into your fireproof bowl or sink. And as it burns, say aloud, I release you with love and I am free. Again, if you can't use fire, you can tear the paper into tiny pieces while you're saying the words, or you can place it in a bowl of water and watch the ink blur. That could symbolize the release as well. All right, step three is receive and manifest. So on the second piece of paper, second clean piece of paper, at the top, right, I now call in, or I'm so grateful for. I like to think I'm so grateful for. Writing it like it's already happened is really powerful. Below this, list the desires and intentions you have. So be clear and positive. Focus on the feelings that you want, not just the thing. So instead of like saying, I want a new job, you can write, I'm so grateful for fulfilling creative work that provides me with abundance and joy. You could say, I'm surrounded by loving and supportive relationships. You could write, my body is healthy, strong, and full of energy. Don't limit yourself. The list is yours and it's for your highest good. Write as much as you want. All right, step four, you want to seal it with gratitude. So hold the second paper to your heart. Close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. Visualize your life as if these things have already manifested. Feel the joy, the peace, and the excitement. Say out loud, I release this to the universe for my highest good. I trust, I receive, say thank you, and so it is to close it out. All right, now you want to ground the energy. This is step five. This is the final step, and it is crucial. The grounding again is going to be so important throughout all of your 1111 portal manifestations and practices. So, because the energy is very high frequency, you need to ground it into your body and reality. You can do this in the following different ways. I've given you some examples here. I have eat a piece of dark chocolate or a small handful of nuts. You could go for a short walk, feeling your feet firmly on the ground. You could drink a large glass of water, or you can simply sit quietly and feel the weight of your body in your chair. These are all grounding methods. All right, and here's what you're gonna do after the ritual. Keep your receive list, right? Put it somewhere special, like your journal, your wallet, under your pillow. You want to be able to read it daily if you can for like the next week. It's going to help you reinforce the energy. And then you also want to just let go. Trust that the universe is working on your behalf. So don't like worry about how it's going to happen or when it's going to happen. Let all that go. Pay attention to the synchronicities that you see, the ideas you have, the opportunities that show up in the following days and weeks, because the universe is going to respond. So you're going to need to be ready to take action. All right, very simple, 5 steps. I hope it's helpful. And that's it, guys. That is what I have for our 1111 portal. I do need to check in with the collective very quickly. My timing says I'm here. Jenna, can I be on the list? Absolutely. Vanessa. All right, masculine energy destiny flies out right away. I'm using magical times oracle. Acknowledge your mission, align with your purpose. You have gifts to share with the world. Okay, so I have been receiving a message about the divine and masculine. I feel like pretty repeatedly for the last, I don't know, 2 or 3 days. Sherry. Okay, so the message that I've been receiving about divine masculine, and I want to say it's longer. It's been longer than the last 2 or 3 days, but it's been very powerful the last 2 or 3 days. Is that the divine masculine is experiencing mass awakening. And I know that we've been hearing that probably since about 2017, especially around 2020. But this is like, I don't know, wave number three. And it seems much more intense than the other waves of divine masculine mass awakenings. What I will say with this particular wave of awakenings when it comes to divine masculine energy is that I feel that this wave of divine masculine could actually be fighting their spiritual awakening a lot stronger than the first two waves that I know of. And guys, there's been other waves of awakenings. My awakening started in 2015. I really didn't know like what was going on until 2017. So it's like I really can't follow the energy for that because I wasn't experiencing that consciously, right? I was definitely experiencing it unconsciously, but I didn't know or see like what was happening until 2017. So what I feel like is happening with this wave is my wave definitely fought the awakening. I used to make jokes about how I was having a spiritual awakening, and I really didn't enjoy it. It wasn't something I wanted to do. I found it to be somewhat embarrassing and weird, and I didn't want to tell people like what was happening to me. And I used to make the joke that spirit was like dragging me by my ankles while I was like clawing at the ground. Uh, so that is kind of what's happening collectively all around the world, all over this planet, for divine masculine energies that are having mass awakenings in this moment, in this wave, or however they, want to describe it. But I feel like the fight is stronger with this collective. It's like there's this energy of when we first have spiritual awakening, we're in dark night of the soul, and everything is dark and shameful and low vibrational energy. And when spirit reaches down there and pulls us out, it's like everything looks like gold and it's shiny and food tastes good again and love is wonderful and the air is clean and crisp and we're like, oh yay. And we start manifesting. It's one of the first things we do in spiritual meeting. We're like, oh my God, it's so cool. I can manifest shit. I can make things happen. I can get my team this way. Yay. And then after that initial awakening stages, we realize that all of this comes at a cost, right? Nothing is free in this experience, right? Nothing is just given. We definitely become a part of the army, right? We definitely become a part of Spirit's army. Our purpose is front and foremost shown to us, and life becomes easier when we start to follow our purpose. Again, whether we enjoy it at first or not, our purpose is always of service, and sometimes it takes us a moment to realize that that's what we're here for, to actually do for other people, right, and not have people do for us. It's a really it can be really shocking for some people to realize that when it comes to spiritual awakening. I tell you all of this because the Divine Masculine Collective that is experiencing mass awakening at this time in 2025 and is fighting back with this, as everything they have, it's because they've reached that stage. They've reached that stage where they realize that now there's actually something they have to do, something that's required of them. Divine Masculine now understands that they can't just like go back to the way things were. Once the glasses come off, right? Like once the rose-colored glasses are taken off, and you see for the first time, you can't just go put the glasses back on. So I feel like Divine Feminine, we've really went through that experience. We've really come to a strong realization of what that means. For a lot of us, it caused us a lot of grieving, a lot of sadness, a lot of isolation, a lot of um, I don't know, rude awakening, I guess. And so I feel like we kind of went through that, and we're on the other side. We've accepted our purpose. We've moved into service, and so that energy feels a lot lighter for Divine Feminine. But for the Divine Masculine right now, they are acknowledging their mission. They're aligning with their purpose. They're understanding they do have gifts to share with the world. It's not all about fancy, fancy manifestations. It's not all about you. It's not all about what you can win personally. It's definitely about what you can do for others, right? And that's what collectively Divine Masculine is learning with this particular 1111 portal. All right, nature comes out for Divine Feminine. I feel like that's a big confirmation of what I just said, because I said that we already went through this. We already understand this. We already have moved into service. We've already moved into acceptance, realization, all of those things. And remember, nature is grounding. And remember, grounding is not always about just going out and touching the ground, correct? So it's about implementing and integrating what we've learned, which means Spirit has taught us something. Spirit taught us how to rise from the ashes. And that's what we are sharing with others when we are of service. We're helping others rise from their ashes as well, right? It says sometimes all you need is to go outside, breathe the fresh air to remember who you are, where you want to be. Um, for Divine Masculine, the manifestation coming with 1111 portal is very much for others of service. For Divine Feminine, the manifestation coming into fruition for Divine Feminine is very much spiritual alignment. You're now able to manifest the things you want into your life because you have surrendered to God's will. You have surrendered to Spirit's, to the purpose that your soul chose for this life. All right, bridging energy. Times oracle discernment comes out. So again, big confirmation of what I talked about when I gave you the 1111 information. Because again, this is going to be a time where discernment is beyond important. I don't know how else to say that. If you know, you know. Spirit sees all. You keep lie to spirit. You can't pretend like you forgot. You can't pretend like you don't remember. You see through people clearly now, both divine masculine and divine feminine, because it's a bridging energy. So you no longer can deny your abilities, where you're at in this journey. That's going to be really hard for a lot of us. For me, just in this past week, it's realizing the amount of trauma that I caused myself, and not just myself, but my friends, my family, PLR, just from the resistance that I had to this entire journey. Um, I told a friend of mine recently that I felt like, you know how you're in AA and you're doing like the 12-step program? I felt this week I was having this experience where I felt like I was in that, whatever that step is, where you have to go back and like make amends um, for the things that you did when the glasses were on. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? The glasses are off now. So we see, and there's no going back. There's no going back to pretending like you can't see right through people for who they are. There's no going back and pretending like, oh, I can take that guy with me. He can still come along, because you know exactly who he is, and what he is, and why he was sent. That friend that you, I mean, I don't know. For me, there's a lot of people that I'm able to see clearly. And not only can I see clearly, but it's like I can see their intent. And for me, I'm seeing where I judge people partially. I'm seeing where I didn't see their true intentions. And I feel like that's the discernment that I've been receiving this week. And again, that's going to give me the ability, right, to decide who's going with me and who's not. Discernment card says, see the truth of the situation. Common sense. Do not be fooled. Pay attention. Your intuition. Clarity is on the bottom. So, I mean, just more and more comprehension. Banish the fog of illusion. Open your eyes to the truth. And remember the perfection of who you are. I got a little bit of a message just now that I want to spit out before I lose it. Um, the beginning of 2026, Neptune is going to be causing all of us some confusion. Major confusion, but at the same time, things are clearly about harmful. I recommend that we use this 1111 portal to remember who we are, come into alignment of our purpose, which is of service, so that when Neptune moves into Aries at the beginning of 2026, you don't feel confused or lost. You know who you are, remember who you are, understand your purpose, and you're already taking action in service, right? All right, that's going to be collective, powerful, powerful collective reading. All right, I'm going to take a little bit of a breather. Let me get my list going. I know Sherry is first. Energy Exchange always jumps the free list, guys. I am offering an energy exchange reading, 11 cards, very specific spread for 1111 tonight. anyone does energy exchange, please let us know. I just got your message here. Pink is crazy driving. All right, minus all the throat issues. How was it? Good info, good collective. I think that collective is really powerful. Love notes. Oh, I missed it. Hold on, let me go back. Olivia B. Moore. Fine timing is getting on the 11-11 list. Remember, guys, Sherry's going to go first. Divine timing second. Guys, yes, make sure to hit the thumbs up button for me. It's probably going to be quiet tonight, which I don't mind at all whatsoever. I like it when it's just us. But we had a short pop off on the short shelf. Let me go pull it up because I can't remember what it was called. Oh, I called it Hold On. It's a funny meme talking about how we're at the beginning of 2025. I mean, at the end of 2025. So it's popping off on the short stuff. So I imagine all the, you know, for YouTube, all of the, whatever the heck they call it, will go towards the short. Which again, I don't mind. Yes. Sherry hits it on the nail. No creepers. I love it. All right. Vanessa, Erica. Erica, are you still with us? Let me know. All right, so Vanessa, let's put Vanessa on free list. Free list tonight is three cards. Three cards, 11-11 portal. The first card best. Jenna. I had a dream of my friend last summer. Um, I feel like sometimes I say stuff. So that like spirit's giving me the go ahead to talk about it, but I don't want to talk about it so much, you know. I'll just say that the dreams have been vivid is an understatement. What's interesting is there's this one particular place that I keep dreaming about. It's not like an important place in my journey, but I mean, something pretty significant happened there. But I mean, not really. I don't know. It's just weird. It's like I keep dreaming about this one particular place. So weird. All right, I'm gonna start sharing. And guys, it is 11 cards, so get comfortable. Like, grab a snack. We're gonna be here. Like, I don't want to rush to anybody's meeting tonight. Again, I'm glad it's just us. I'm using the Magic Mushroom Tarot. These were gifted to me by she wasn't gonna be able to make it tonight, so I thought this way I could have her with me. One of my favorite, more favorite tarot sets. I don't have to use them that often because they're darker colored, and I feel like I don't know. It doesn't when we have like camera and video, it doesn't show up really well. So when I don't have to worry about the camera like tonight, um, I like to be able to pull because I can see them just fine, right? All right, Sherry, say hi to me in the comments. Sherry getting feed 11 reading. All right, so here's how I decided to do this. I didn't decide to do this. Don't let me pretend like I'm a genius. Originally, I practiced on myself, and I was going to do them one by one. I got to like card 4 or 5, and I got lost on the list. So spirits like pull all 11 cards at one time. So that's how I'm going to do it tonight. I'm going to pull all 11 cards at one time. I'll tell you what they are, and then we'll go over each placement. She said, "Hey, the music's a little loud. Sorry." Is it better? It's because I had it right next to the mic. Ooh, the star comes out as the first card. 9 of Pentacles comes out for card number 2. The Strength card comes out for card number 3. The 4 of Cups comes out for card number 4. The Wheel of Fortune comes out for card number 5. What I'm noticing are the major arcanas. You have 3 out of 5 so far. It's pretty significant. You could definitely have help with your manifestations with this portal. 9 of Wands comes out, card number 6. The Devil comes out, card number 7. 3 of Cups comes out, card number 8. The Hermit comes out, card number 9. The Knight of Swords comes out, card number 10. Last card is 4 of Pentacles, card number 11. All right, bottom of the deck, you have the Fool. The confirmation, right? The Fool is the leap of faith, starting a new journey. It's card number 1 in tarot, literally the number 1 card, right? So pretty significant there. All right, let's start working through them. Okay, so card number 1 is a guidance message from your spirit team about your wishes with the 1111 portal. You have the Star card. It's Aquarius energy. It means that things are going to start happening rapidly. You could start to see things start to snowball in. You probably have more than one wish, more than one thing that you're trying to manifest with this portal. And something about a clean slate could be very significant with what it is that you're trying to manifest. All right, card number 2 is 9 of Pentacles. This is the actual gateway. This is your current energy as you're entering into the new beginnings. 9 of Pentacles is endurance, perseverance. It's that energy of you've gone too far to turn around now. It's the energy of there's no quit. You have no quit, and you will persevere. You will keep going. You will finish the race type of energy, right? All right, card number 3 is the spark. So this is the seed of your manifestation or the new start. It's the strength card. This is inner strength. So As you start to see your manifestations come in, you're going to personally yourself start to feel stronger. Again, inner strength. Like you can overcome anything. Like maybe the triggers aren't triggering anymore, right? All right, Four of Cups comes out as number four. That's your inner wisdom, your intuition, advice for the journey. So, Four of Cups is you have all the ingredients you need. Again, Four of Cups is also a part of manifestation, but it's like you finally understand that there's not anything outside of you that you need to create the life that you wanted. All right, card number five was Wheel of Fortune. I don't know if I said, but Leo energy for the strength card. Wheel of Fortune is Sagittarius energy. Remember, we do have Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius. Wheel of Fortune is also that energy like things start to bend in your favor. This is the challenge card. So, the obstacle that you'll have to overcome in manifesting your desires. So, divine timing. So, it may not happen when you want it. I think that's the biggest thing with that ritual, the most powerful part I said when I gave that 5 step ritual at the beginning of the live. Let it go. Don't stress about the how or the when. I think half the times we shortchange ourselves because we're so worried about how the universe is going to bring in what it is that we want. It can happen in so many different ways, right? All right, card number six was the devil. This is your hidden potential, untapped resources or strengths that you possess. So you've overcome karmic energy. It's like you fought the devil and you won. You broke free from things that kept you chained, that kept you low vibrational, that kept you in toxic, unhealthy cycles. You've broken free from that energy. Capricorn energy coming out strongly. And tell you guys what the energy is. If you have your birth charts, that's definitely the time to look on your chart. Where is Capricorn for you, right? All right, so Sherry, card number eight is the Three of Cups. Sorry, we're at card number seven. I feel like I lost track of it. All right, aligned action, steps to take to support your manifestation. I'm skipping one. Hidden potential, untapped resources or strengths that you possess. That was the devil card. Three of Cups is aligned action, steps to take to support your manifestation. You have people that help you. Three of Cups is teamwork, coming together, working together. All right, then you have universal support, how the universe is working in your favor. That's the Hermit. So big confirmation because it's spirits, right? The Hermit. So it's like spirit is on your side, spirit is on your team. It's this energy of like when you're following alignment or you're following your purpose, it's really spirit's purpose. So of course, spirit's helping you go through something when you surrender and you're of service. Then you have transformation, how this manifestation will change you. Four of Pentacles, it's allowing you to release things, it's allowing you to let things go, it's allowing you to stop repeating the same cycles, right? That's the energy there. So potential result of manifestation, being able to let go and stop repeating old cycles. Integration, how to incorporate the new beginning into your life is Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is like normally my clue card for a breakup, but I think it's more about the sword energy, the communication. I feel like the 1111 portal is going to help you stop repeating old cycles by being able to stand up for yourself. It's not just about triggers for you anymore, Sherry. It's about being able to tell people what's on your mind. Before you probably kept quiet and now you don't, and you're going to see more of that integration as you move through. That's it. That's 1111. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. She said, I'm feeling this. North Node was in Capricorn. That's going to be significant. I was wondering if you could still hear it because I put the phone on the other side. So many major arcana. Do you feel like you've stopped repeating the same cycle, like you've started a new path, a new journey? You feel like surrendering has made it easier for you to start a new path and not repeat the same thing? Do you feel like surrendering has helped you stand up for yourself and speaking up for yourself has kept you from repeating the same patterns? That's it. It's like I finally get it out. All right, divine timing. Say hi to me in the comments. So big. There's so many. All right, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna pull 11 cards. She says yes. I'm heading that way. All right, Seven of Cups comes out. Card number one. The High Priestess comes out. Card number two. Three of Cups comes out. Card number three. Are the three significant divine timing? Is that a like a number you see regularly? King of Cups comes out. Card number four. Six of Wands. Card number five. Four of Cups. Card number six. The Sun. Card number seven. Ten of Swords. Card number eight. The World, card number nine. King of Wands, card number 10. Last card, 10 of Wands, card number 11. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Pentacles. There's a charm. Okay, I'm using Magic Mushroom Tarot. And it's the Knight of Pentacles. There's a significant symbol on this. It's a pillow, and it looks like there is like a geo sitting on top of the pillow. The pillow has four corners, the square pillow, and the corners have this little dangling like tassel on it. The tassel is sticking out. So do you wear a pendant? Or do you wear a protection pendant, a necklace? Um, I don't know, something like that. It's just sticking out to me strongly. Nine of Pentacles is slow moving energy. It's grounded energy. It's energy that says something is ready to be planted. Like the seed is ready to be planted. All right, let's card number one. I'm going to try to stay in order this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, divine guidance. The message from your spirit to you. about your wishes. Seven of Cups. So setting intention is going to be really important. Being specific is going to be really important. Um, Seven of Cups could say that you have multiple options and you're not sure which option. Don't worry about the not being sure, right? So, like, just be open to receive. Your spirit team is going to send you what's best for you at this time. Don't shut out options, but don't overwhelm yourself either, right? Like, balance is definitely key when it comes to anything 1111. All right, so that's the message from your spirit team. The gateway is card number 2. This is your current energy as you enter the new beginning. You have the high priestess, a very calm inner knowing. You feel very connected to spirit. You feel like the universe is giving you answers to your questions. All right, the spark, which is the seed of manifestation or the new start. I saw that seed being planted with that Nine of Pentacles, bottom of the deck, but you have Three of Cups. Again, this is teamwork, partnership, working together. I respect you, you respect me. Let's work together for the common goal or common good or something like that. All right, card number 4 is King of Cups. Number 4 is your inner wisdom. So, your intuition's advice for this journey, King of Cups, is remain calm, cool, collected, right? King of Cups is my clue card for Divine Masculine. It represents energies such as counselor, mentor, therapist. We added coach, right? Um, um, it's people that people go to talk about how they feel. My ears are ringing so loud. Um, but it's also like people that are again cool, calm, and collected, right? Their emotions don't control their physical actions. All right, card number 5 is Six of Wands. Card number 5 is the challenge. So the obstacle to overcome while you're manifesting your 1111 desires. Six of Wands is notoriety. You may have a quiet victory. Maybe you wanted more people to know. You could be having to keep something to yourself. I think that's pretty big right now, collectively as well, is we're keeping certain things private, like certain things that we're doing, whether it has to do with like our spiritual growth, business practices, relationships, connections, all that stuff. It's like we're going through this leveling up period. And I think for a lot of us, we're just processing what's happening. But it does feel like Spirit's almost asking us to, like, we don't have to share everything type of thing. All right, Four of Cups is card number 6, and that is the hidden potential. So untapped resources or strength. Four of Cups says you have all the ingredients you need to manifest what it is that you want. So it's like you know that the universe is giving you everything that you need. Card number 7 is aligned action, steps to take to support your manifestations. It's the sun. The sun is telling me bright joy, hope, happiness, but it's more like put the spotlight on yourself and take the spotlight off of the worries of the hows or when. I think for you, it's the when. It's divine timing. It's not a coincidence if that's what you decided to choose for your username, right? So I think for you, it is about divine timing and it is about the when. So that's the thing that you want to take the spotlight off. Like let the universe do its magic. It doesn't matter how. It doesn't matter when, right? I think sometimes when we're focused on the win too, we can even cause delays because we don't leave things to the universe. We want to take like controlled action and then kind of like cause other things to happen, and then that could potentially cause some delays. Put the spotlight on yourself and your own joy and your own happiness at this time. All right, card number 8 is Ten of Swords, universal support. So how the universe is working in your favor. It's completion to a painful time, completion to challenging times. Regardless, it's an ending. It's 10. And again, I've talked about how we're in the 9 year, right? In numerology, there's where the one starts the cycle over. The nine is the last one, so it's the closure. It's the ending. So a lot of things are coming to closures and endings at this time. It is definitely something that you could have held on to for whatever reason. Maybe it's a comfort zone type of thing. And it's like spirit finally had to bring you like complete closure in a situation so that you could move forward. Remember, 2026 starts our 1 year. All right, we got the world part, which I thought was pretty interesting. For number nine, that's the transformation. So how the manifestation will change you. The world means that it's going to give you new opportunities. But again, I think this has something to do with cycles. Like you're not going to repeat old cycles. I think a lot of us are going to see that as we close out the 9 year. And nine, again, the karmic situation, karmic lesson, karmic number. So very possible that a lot of us are closing out like repeated cycles as we move out of 2025 and into 2026. So not just divine timing, but everyone. Diana, welcome. All right, so King of Wands coming out for card number 10. That's the outcome. So potential results of your manifestation. King of Wands is someone who is very confident. They take empowered, confident action. Remember, kings are about taking action, but this is like where before maybe you took action because you felt drawn to, but you didn't have the confidence behind you to back it up. So maybe you were shaky about the steps that you take, and it's like now you take more solid, firm. You make more firm decisions, more solid decisions. You don't question yourself. There's no self doubt here with this King of Wands energy. All right, number 11, integration. So how you're going to incorporate the new beginning into your life. 10 of Wands. Again, it's a completion of an exhausting time. It's where you lay your burdens down. What's going to happen is you stop carrying your burdens with you. This is going to be really direct just for you. I mean, I guess collectively we could be experiencing something like this, but for you specifically, divine timing, you carry a lot of your past baggage. It's probably emotional baggage, feelings like guilt, shame, remorse, that type of thing. Maybe like your heart, maybe it has nothing to do with like other people. Maybe this is about like you being hard on yourself about specific things. But regardless, whatever all those like limited belief types of energy, like that baggage, you're going to be able to leave that behind with this 1111. All right, I'm going to leave that right there. I hope that was helpful. Ooh, that was two big ones back to back. We called you in, Diana, using the magic mushroom. Tiro, I was telling everyone that you may not be able to be with us tonight. So I thought, I feel like that's how I call people. Like I'll use Mrs. L's angel and inspiration when I want to call Miss L in. All right, let's get to the music. I feel like I gotta fix this stupid stuff. Shine on you, crazy boy. Black. Heard that already. Oh, has the Kokomo song came on? Oh, thank you, Divine Timing. It's my mom's favorite song. Vanessa brought it up the other day, so when I seen it pop on my YouTube music, I totally had to add it to the playlist. This is one of those songs my mom used to play in her room at the, you know, loudest her speakers would go. Guys, make sure to let us know in the chat if you would like free reading tonight. I know we just did two big energy exchange, but free reading tonight is pretty cool. So it should be on your screen there. 1111 portal, part one. What does 1111 mean for you guys? 1111 has a couple of different meanings, and it could mean something different for me than it does, let's say, for Sherry. One, it's a karmic number as well, karmic uh, cycles, lessons. Remember, karma doesn't always necessarily have to be bad either. Like, I feel like a lot of times when I use the word karma, we immediately go to like karmic or something that's a negative. Karma is cause and effect. Cause and effect. So for some of you, you could see 1111, and every time you see 1111, it's giving you, it's showing you cause and effect. Like you've done something, and this is what's happening now. Um, 1111 ones is also manifestation. So you could see 1111 when the universe is showing you that your manifestation is in alignment, or that you're in alignment of your manifestation, right? Um, 1111 could be, hold on, I gave myself some examples. New beginning. So if you see 1111, it could be telling you that something new is fixing to come in for sure. Alignment, I said already, manifestations. So yeah, it could be different things for different people, right? So in the free readings, the first card I'm looking at is, what does 1111 mean for you? What does it mean every time you see 1111 personal? I do want to see what is opening up with this portal for you. So right now with the 1111 portal, what new energies, what new opportunities, and then I'm going to pull a message from the universe. I am going to stick with the Magic Mushroom Tarot. King of Cups comes out. That's my two cards for counterpart energy. The Hierophant comes out. Somebody's watching. Spirit's telling. All right. I'm going to drink water. It's that song. And that song just happens to come on at this current time. I love the universe and all the synchronicities. How many of you feel your counterpart energy strongly today? How many of you feel like you are just coming to the realization of, of who awakened you? I feel like that's happening to a lot of people right now. I feel like a lot of us had those rose-colored glasses on, and man, the chest pain, like out of nowhere. Have mercy. Anyway, I feel like a lot of us experience this journey, and we don't have all the wisdom and knowledge at first, so we don't even understand what twin flame means. So we don't understand what counterpart energy means. So we don't understand why Rosa always says it's about the purpose and not the person. But I feel like a lot of us, the glasses are off, and it's like now we know, and we've surrendered. Acceptance. That's what it is. Acceptance. I feel like so many people want to make every relationship they get into a twin flame. Um, I feel like so many people don't understand the importance of why I say it's about the purpose and not the person. But I feel like as we move into 2026, for those of us that are experiencing this type of awakening, um, it becomes clear. It becomes clear so that we can move forward purposefully. Let's read that word up if that's an actual word. Purposefully. Fairy witch. Since I've been having those too. The whenever I'm calling out my divine masculine, I get chest pains. People get scared. They're like, "Oh shit, it's today of the day." It's not. It's not today. That's my favorite part of that song. Wheel of Fortune. Was it Jenna first and then Vanessa? That's why the Wheel of Fortune just came in. Death card comes out as Scorpio, not surprising. I'm not scared. Today I'm moving forward more positive. I love that. Sometimes we have to get that shit out, right? All right, so Diana has Jenna first, but I had Vanessa first. I'm gonna go with Vanessa. Why is everybody being so shy? Why is everybody being so quiet? I picked this one right before the live too. All right, Vanessa, say hi to me in the comments. All right, so I thought I was going to do all three with the magic mushroom, but that's not. Apparently, I'm only doing two with magic mushroom. And the third one comes from Magical Times. And they're just flying out tonight. I love it. Bottom of the deck, Vanessa, the quest card. Be bold, and mighty forces will aid you. Take action. Good luck favors the brave. Okay, Spirit told me to read that again, so I gotta go back. Hold on. Quest card. Be bold, and mighty forces will aid you. Take action. Good luck favors the brave. She's riding in on a dragon. Mm. It is definitely a quest. I'm getting a message. So it kind of stinks because I know you, so I know something about you. And I don't know how to say it without just saying it. Okay, so you're going to be going on a quest soon. You're going to have to be bold, right? But you're going to have mighty forces that are aiding you while you're on this quest. You can't just sit still. You're going to have to take action. It's something you have to do, but you're probably not real comfortable about it. and good luck favors the brave. So you could experience a lot of, I don't know, like abundance because you showed spirit that you were courageous and that you knew that spirit had your back. All right. What does 1111 mean for you? It's the chariot. That's a victory. That's alignment. The chariot is the card that talks about right and wrong. It talks about black or white, no gray area. It talks about picking a side. It talks about how the victory is already yours, so you can move quickly. Again, I think all of this has something to do with something that you're about to have to do that is probably going to pull you out of your comfort zone. And Spirit's trying to show you that it's going to bring some type of big victory. All right, Page of Pentacles is what is open up for you. A new offer, a new journey. It's the very beginning of something. You could be getting an opportunity to learn how to do something. I'm getting this energy that it's more powerful than page energy, but this is the beginning for you. So that's why we're seeing the page. The card is called Hedgehog Mushroom. There's a dragonfly that's sticking out to me. But what's more significant that's sticking out is the green marble on top of the mushroom. All right, expectations is going to be your message from the universe. Be open for whatever comes next. It might just be the music that your heart's been waiting to hear. I'm getting two things with this card. Don't allow poor expectations to come into manifestation. Okay, so you're fixing to have to go do something, some class, some place. The quest is like you have to go somewhere, right? So you're fixing to have to go somewhere, do something that's going to pull you out of your comfort zone. You probably really don't want to do it, but you probably have low expectations of it. So you're like, oh, this is going to happen and that's going to suck, or this is going to happen and that's going to suck. How am I going to get through that? Stop doing that. Instead, turn that around into this is what's going to happen for me when this happens, right? Alchemize. If you know, like let's say for example, you know you have to go somewhere where there's someone there that you don't get along with, and you know that this person is probably going to act like a biatch, right? So what do? Well, instead of freaking out every time she acts like a biatch, right? You set an intention that something good, fortunate, good luck. People are going to see her for who she really is each moment, each time she lashes out. You're going to stay calm, cool, and collected, right? And you use that energy for you instead of against you. If you're like, somebody's gonna be a certain way to me, rude to me. If you're just doing that, you could be manifesting that, bringing that into fruition. If you just know that because that's how this person is every time, then alchemize that energy and turn it towards you. Every time she's rude, people are going to hear her and see her for who she is and what she is, right? Change the expectation. I'm going to leave that there. Hope that was helpful. All right, Jenna, it's your turn. Jenna, say hi to me in the comments. Awesome. Thank you, Vanessa. This is I'm Still Fine by Red Clay Strays. I can't remember who suggested this song a couple of lives back, but I added it to my personal list. It was Sherry. This is my song. Tell me more, John. Can you tell me more? Yeah, Sherry. I like this one. I can't believe it's only an hour and a half and I got through those two big readings. I was so worried about it being too long, like the spread being too long, but it was so powerful. When is your quest, Vanessa? When is your quest? I have a feeling that a lot of people are going to notice that they're having a lot of the same experiences early to mid December. A lot of us, like in PLR. Me and Twin Flame were at camp and packing up to leave, but our clothes were mixed and we were sorting them out. I love that. So, was it like present you? Was it past you? I've been having I guess you could say it's a reoccurring dream about a past situation that already happened. But each time I dream about it, it happens a different way. She says the 27th through December 1st. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like a lot of us are going to be having the same experiences right there at the beginning of December, probably the first week to 10 days of December. Um, I am going to get our schedule back going. I have made it to many of my appointments with all good outcomes. I just want to point out, I do feel that my most recent, um, I don't know, doctor visits does have to do with my Kundalini. I do feel like it coincides with the same thing that happened to me in the summer of 2023. Um, so yeah, it's always good to get, the confirmations from the doctors that all is good. Um, so I do feel that we will have our schedule back and going by end of November. I want to have it going by the last week of November so that we can be preparing for the December transits, because the December transits are going to be, I mean, I don't have any words. Interesting is just not a powerful enough word for that astrology, especially Pluto in December. Very powerful. Present us. I love that. Love it. Yeah. So in my dream, it was about a situation that had happened previously, the location, um, and the dream is like it keeps the same location, but it's like us time. It's different each time. it's not like the same from first time it happened. Weird, right? And I keep racking my brain like, is the place significant? Like, why this specific place? Like, why don't I understand? Write your dreams down, guys. Write them down. It's so important. Like, even if you don't understand or you don't get it, like when it first happens, doesn't mean you won't later, or doesn't mean you won't get more parts later, right? All right, it's Jenna's turn. First two cards from the Magic Mushroom. We have Eight of Pentacles coming out, work, dedication, focus. It's dedication to something that's challenged. It's interesting because I'm supposed to be looking at what 1111 means. Oh, alignment. It's alignment. So that means every time you see 1111, it's spirit showing you that you've made a right decision, you've turned in the right direction, you've aligned with your soul's journey. It's alignment. Every time you see 1111, it's alignment. All right. So what is opening up for you right now? Queen of Wands. Um, Getting some type of leadership opportunity. What do you do for work? Something could be happening with work. But I'm getting some type of like boss level Queen of Wands. It's definitely a leveling up. It's also the confidence to be able to hold the position that is given. You may not, whatever is opening up for you with this 1111 portal, you may not have been ready for previously due to imposter syndrome. Like, who am I? I'm not powerful. I don't really know anything. Those types of energies. And it's like now you're moving into more um, knowing who you are, being confident in who you are, less imposter syndrome, more confidence. It could have something to do with your faith. Your faith could have grown in the past, I don't know, however many months. So that has given you, when our faith grows, our confidence grows. It's like one and one. It goes together, right? Bottom of the deck is Six of Cups. That's reunion energy. Partners comes out as your message from the universe. I feel like it always like it shows a ring, and I feel like it always looks like a wedding ring to me, or an engagement ring. Like with a ring that has like the stone on top. Learn to grow with others, overcome obstacles by working together, touch each other's hearts while life lasts. There's something about that because King of Wands is also about kindness and compassion. Touch each other's hearts while life lasts. There's something, how I say sometimes, like it's sticking out to me, like it's, neon sign type of thing. Learn to grow with others, overcome obstacles by working together. And you did have that Eight of Pentacles, but touch each other's hearts while life lasts is really important. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. Just take care of family. Where have you been? Okay, with taking care of your family, where have you been questioning your ability? Where have you been saying, oh, I don't know if I'm good enough to do this? Or am I good enough? Do I know enough? Can I show them how? Um, where are you questioning yourself? Serene Drips on Twitch. Welcome. Twitch, we're doing free readings tonight, live readings for the 1111 portal. So let me know if you want to get put on the list. We are multi-streaming, guys. So we're on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch all at the same time. And I'm pretty sure I just caught up on the list. Vanessa says I haven't been remembering my dreams lately. Um, if we're practicing any type of escapism, if we're not able to deal with the current energies or emotions, so we use escapism in all different forms. That definitely could have something to do with being able to remember our dreams. Serene drips 110. Everything okay? Is it one? It's 1310. Just been fatigued, so I question morning me. I feel like fatigue has been something that has also been collective. Um, just the tiredness, right? Again, remember that not only do you have like your own life and what it is that you're doing every day in your physical 3D everyday life, but you also have your spiritual life. And your soul is also constantly working and constantly transmuting energy. We're going it through, if you just look at what's happening in the world, like the easiest way to see, like, why do I feel so tired? Why do I feel like things are so heavy? Just look at what's happening in the world around us, right? Not just in your home or in your everyday life, but in the world in general, right? And I think when we see um, the heaviness, the emotional heaviness that we're all experiencing, that kind of gives an explanation as to why we may ourselves be feeling tired and fatigued, right? Our soul has a very important purpose, and whether you're transmuting consciously or unconsciously, you're still experiencing this type of awakening, and your soul is still transmuting that energy, and that in itself can be exhausting. I also mentioned the Schumann resonance. I think it's really important that we pay attention to that at this time. Spirit's telling me to talk about it, but I don't want to. Um, and not only pay attention to the Schumann, but pay attention to how it's affecting or impacting your sleep. I think that's really important right now as well. Twitch, if you want to do 1111 portal. Guys, I think the next live we have is Friday. I believe it's the 14th. I called it the Awakened Heart. I'm going to do a little workshop where I give you some information for those of you that feel like you're having spiritual awakening and you feel like you have to do it alone, or you feel like you can't date, or you feel like you're not supposed to date, or you feel like dating just doesn't work out for you. God doesn't want us to be lonely, doesn't want us to be down here by ourselves, hiding on, in a shed out in the woods like that's not the goal, right? God is love, and the goal is love. It's unconditional love. So we're gonna have um, experiences, right? I mean, can you hide yourself away in a cabin out in the woods somewhere for lengthy periods of time because you don't want to have those types of interactions? Yeah, sure you can. But you can also learn how to bring you know real love into your life while you're having spiritual awakening in a proper, healthy manner. So I'm going to talk to you about that Friday night. I'm even going to give you some examples of where um, you can find said love, right? So all of that and Friday nights workshop. We used to do those all the time as unlisted lives. You guys remember that? And for those of you that have been following me for a while, we used to do them as unlisted lives over on YouTube. But this is a workshop that I'm offering free. We're going to be on all three platforms again: Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. And then this is a precursor because I'm showing everyone what we're going to be doing on our YouTube's members only. Remember, guys, we are um, monetized over on YouTube now, so we do have the option of members only, where we watch the member only videos. We gifted out, I believe it was 10 of those member only passes over on YouTube. So if you guys got gifted one, congratulations. I know Divine Timing was one of them. And so, yeah, Friday nights will be an example of what I plan on doing over on YouTube with the workshops and members only. All right. I'm not seeing anyone else on the list, so I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I still have a little bit of time. It's 9:46 p.m. for me here Central Time, and so it gives me ample time to go practice my own manifestation ritual. Guys, if you came in late, make sure to go back and watch the beginning of the live where I go over the 11:11 information. And I give you that 5 step, very simple portal manifestation ritual to help you bring in and align to your soul's journey with this very powerful energy that we're experiencing right now. Right? All right, thank you all my moderator ladies who came in and hung out with me. I appreciate you guys so very much. All the energy exchange readings, thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't thank you enough. It's definitely a time of transition for me here at PLR, so it has been very, very helpful. Guys, if you're looking for personal readings, one-on-ones, live twin flame coaching, you can find all of that in the description box of all my videos. Sherry says, I'm sitting outside looking at the beautiful night sky. I love it. I love you. I love you guys. Thank you guys for always coming in and supporting me. I appreciate you guys so very much. All right, guys. I'm always, always sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey. Have a good night, everyone.